quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
down.
Watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
The 12th ranked Bayou Bengals have made the trip from Death Valley to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami with upset on their mind as they take on the number 5 Miami Hurricanes. Hello, everyone. Nate Murphy alongside Caleb Allen set to bring you a top 15 matchup here in week 1. Caleb, two very talented teams. What do you see in this one?
I see another great football game. Week 1 has been littered. We have 2 great ADs, 2 great football teams, and a lot of great football ahead, hopefully.
Santana Warwick gets Miami started with a 30-yard return. Kyle Gibson, freshman quarterback, making his first start and making it here in front of the home fans. Has Bo Wyatt in the backfield with him, the junior running back, and he'll throw it on play number 1. Out to Cameron Long. Good catch through the contact and a first down.
A way to hold on and a way to get your first completion of your career. You have a lot of expectations coming to a program like Miami. Let's see as this game goes on, does he live up to those expectations?
Beautiful night here in Miami, 70 degrees at kickoff, clear skies, not much wind to speak of, and Wyatt around the outside as Bo Wyatt picks up 8 on his first carry of the ball game.
That was perfect patience on the winded cut up field. Got the defenders behind him, knew going any farther, risky, get your first 8.
Now under center. And right up the middle with Wyatt again. He's going to pick up 3 as he's rolled down across the marker and a first down.
Love that play call. Let's get the first down, keep the chains moving. Let's not get into any risky spots early with a freshman QB.
Now Gibson in the shotgun for wide receiver set. He's going to throw here. He'll go underneath. And that one is in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
That was a great hit by A.J. Zachary to knock the ball out on a quick throw.
Now 2nd and 10, pistol set, 2 in the backfield. Turn hand this one off, and a big hole up the middle for Max Archer, the freshman, getting his first carry, and it's good for 12 and a first down.
And Max Archer looked explosive as soon as he got that ball. He saw the gap and went full steam ahead.
Now they're going to empty things out. 5 wide receivers, Gibson alone in the backfield. Blitz coming, picked up late, and a diving play by Marcus Sandoval to knock that one away.
Marcus Sandoval had a great performance in the freshman games and is getting involved early in this pass game for LSU's defense.
Now on 2nd down, Wyatt, the back in the backfield behind Gibson. They're going to go play fake. Gibson flips the hips, dumps it underneath, and that is caught C.J. Henderson. Short gain of 4 for the big guy. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
C.J. Henderson, the junior, safe target. Usually Kyle Gibson wanting to play it safe early as he gets a groove.
And now inside the 30, screenplay coming up. Going to get this to Wyatt in the open field. Needed a block, had the guys out there, and they just missed it. Should have been first down yardage, but a good play there to stop him just a couple yards short of the sticks.
That was a great open field tackle by Jet Mingo. Saw the screen, knew where he had to get to stop it, and made the play.
And now the field goal up, and it is good. Jorge Hernandez bangs it between the pipes. 7:13 to go here in the first quarter. Number 5 Miami on the board first, 3-0 LSU, about to get the football for the first time. They are also breaking in a freshman quarterback, and he's going to have to work, it looks like, in some tough field position as we're going to get the clipping call here. But what are you expecting from freshman Cobra Carter and this offense?
I expect to see a slower, safer pace early. You want to get your freshman adapted to the speed. Miami is a great team, great defensively. You want to get him adjusted to the speed in college football is played.
Now they're going to go shotgun set, 3 receivers to the near side. They're going to give this off, and it's Andre Johnson, the freshman, on his first carry, breaking tackles, and Johnson picks up 8 around the edge.
What a great, strong run to start. And we already have a Twitch update as Kellen Taylor catches a 17-yard touchdown pass, giving Colorado a 7-0 lead, 7:08 in the first quarter.
Big game over there on Twitch. And this one thrown away. So Cobra Carter's first pass here in the CFSL is thrown away, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 2.
I like it. Felt the pressure immediately. Miami got home. Lived to see a good 3rd down.
A 3rd and short opportunity here to move the chains. This one throwing outside the wheel route, and Johnson, a great catch along the sideline, shrugs off a hit even though he stepped out of bounds, and then looks down at the defender.
And that was a beautiful throw by Cobra Carter. Let his running back go find the ball.
1st and 10 now, just short of the 35. Carter dumps this one underneath across the 40, fighting for 1st down yardage. Dior Walker's got it. 1st down Tigers.
That was a hard-fought 11 yards by Dior Walker, the tight end. Had bodies in front of him and just went over them.
So 1st and 10 now at the 44-yard line, and LSU going to throw this one again. Sideline. Carter led him just a little too far as the foot comes down out of bounds, incomplete.
That was Johan Donnie who had space, just couldn't quite get it to him in bounds.
And just a misfire from the freshman, and he's going to come right back out and throw this one underneath. To the midfield goes Marco Wallace. Pick up a 6. It'll be 3rd and 4.
And Marco Wallace shrugged one guy off. It's just put all his focus on the one the defender trailing was able to finish.
And look, Johnny Butkus, the one in there making the stop on that 2nd down play. 3rd and 4. Carter taking a shot deep, has a man. It's complete inside the 10 into the end zone. Lewis Faircloth, and that is a Tiger touchdown.
Play it safe, I said. Cobra Carter took that personally. He must have heard what I had to say. That was not a safe ball, throwing it downfield. But what a way to throw your first touchdown. Great ball, young man.
And Faircloth, the sophomore wide receiver, makes the play. Just a step. Didn't have a lot of separation, but didn't need a ton. Carter put that one right where it needed to be. And LSU takes their first drive, converted a couple of 3rd downs on that one, and then the bomb downfield, the Tigers on top 7-3 over Miami with 5:38 to go in the first half. So now both freshman quarterbacks, they've had their first drive. They've gotten those nerves out. They've taken a couple of hits. They've thrown the ball around the yard a little bit. Now, who can settle in, continue with the momentum, because both of them put together some nice drives, and continue to play good football?
I don't think anything's stopping both of them. We saw Kyle Gibson has great weapons.
And here on 1st down, he's going to dump this underneath to one of his new weapons. Or excuse me, that was Yost with 4, not 1. As Devin Yost with the catch, 8 yards in the 2nd and 2.
Yost is just a monster wherever you line up on the field. Offense, defense. He'll make plays.
Swiss Army knife is Yost, and this one dumped to the far side, Wyatt, and it will be 1st and 10 as Wyatt able to stretch out and get the 1st down.
Good catch, and Frosty's making a good point. They all are new weapons, technically, Murph.
That's true. When you got a freshman quarterback, he's never played with these toys before. But I read 1 and not 4. I was thinking it was the freshman wide receiver as well, or freshman running back. Bo Wyatt picks up 6 on that 1st down carry. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
And he just threw a defensive lineman to get those yards. He said, "Get out my way. I want every yard I can get."
And he went and got 6 of them. 2nd and 4, 4 receivers in the formation. Now they'll go read option. And Gibson going to cut it upfield, and he's got 1st down yardage across the midfield stripe to the 49-yard line.
Great awareness to keep that football. Made the right call as LSU was able to come up and just make a good tackle in the open field to limit damage.
A 2-by-2 look, and now this one just flared to the near side, and there's Max Archer 5 yards out of the backfield, and it'll be 2nd down and 5.
And that's great awareness. LSU sent a blitz. They're trying to get pressure early on this young quarterback, and he saw it. He got rid of it, got 5 for it.
Now under center goes Gibson. Draw play, Wyatt, little shimmy at the line of scrimmage, and then he finds some space. He winds up with 9 yards down near the 35-yard line, and it's another Hurricane 1st down.
What a sell on that draw. I was convinced it was a throw. Little behind the back handoff, just beautiful.
Now they'll go 2-by-2. Archer in the backfield. They'll fake it to him, and that is ripped across the middle. Nice hit in the middle of the field, but Princeton Rhodes holds on for a 1st down.
Way to hold on to it. When you come into contact, it's hard to hold on to the ball. Princeton Rhodes is not scared of contact, however.
And I believe that was Reagan Sin that was dropped back into coverage and made that tackle. And this is Archer finding room around the outside. The Miami offensive line right now is sealing the edge for these running backs, and Archer picks up a first down.
And A.J. Zachary was the first man on that coverage. The safety had to come up to tackle the running back to limit damage.
And now up the middle, Wyatt, and he will pick up 7 very, very quickly, and it'll be 2nd down and 3.
And there's just unlimited holes for this run game. That was Billy Davis who came up to make that tackle.
2nd down and 3, 2-by-2 look. Wyatt in the backfield with Gibson, wide receiver screen, batted around, incomplete. Sandoval saw it the whole way and knocked it down.
That's a dangerous throw. Sandoval saw it. He took one back in the freshman games off of a screen. Don't test him in the screen game.
Almost had one there. They're going to try it again, and this one is picked off. Falling down and then intercepted. Sandoval got it. He couldn't keep his feet, but the Tigers get the football.
That felt like the I did it. I failed once. Shame on me. You're not getting me twice. They tried that same screen again. Sandoval was not going to let it get completed.
And I tell you what, they should have had him blocked up. There were enough receivers over there. He winds up squeezing through there, making a great play. And now this one dumped underneath by Carter. He finds Faircloth again, 8 yards this time. It'll be 2nd and 2.
That's a great catch by Faircloth. Quick catch. I do have a Twitch update for you after this play, however.
All right, we'll get to that here after the 2nd and 2. Under center goes Carter. Pullback goes in motion. They're going to turn and hand this one off to Johnson. Johnson finding room, breaking tackles across the 25 out near the 30. Andre Johnson for 14 and a first down.
He just kept shrugging off defenders. But over on Twitch, LC Fremont got a 6-yard rushing touchdown. Colorado extends their lead 14-0. 3:21 left in the first quarter.
Buffalo's looking good early, and right now this LSU offense looking pretty good early on. This one, though, thrown away. Good pressure up front from Miami.
Great pressure. Great job just to get rid of that ball instead of taking a sack. 2nd and long.
And so now under center I formation here for the Tigers. Turn and hand this one off. It's Chip Lucky, and he is lucky he only lost 2. Jess Phillips gets him in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Great play by Jess Phillips. He read this play, came up one-on-one. Running backs are supposed to beat corners one-on-one. Jess Phillips doesn't tackle at the cornerback.
Yeah, great stop in the open field there. Sets up a 3rd and long. First time Cobra Carter has seen a 3rd and long here tonight. And he was looking to go long, but he gets hit right in the chin as he goes to let it go. It's incomplete and 4th down.
Great play by Brian Jenkins. He got off the block as Cobra was about to throw the ball. He probably saw something downfield, and he saw 6'1", 305 of men in front of him.
And now Miami about to get the football back. Archer, nice 10-yard return there. So a great drive on their last drive. They turn it over. You're a freshman. You got a freshman quarterback back there. Got to settle him down a little bit after the turnover. How do you do it?
I think it's all on everyone around you. You look at Yost, you look at Ward, you look at Cameron Long. You look at your leader, say, calm down. It's fine. Mistakes happen.
And they turn and hand this one off to Wyatt, who bounces off a couple of defenders. Will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose 4 as Clodfelter with the stop, but he was not the first Tiger in the backfield.
No, it was a team effort. You see Keontae King get there. You see Big 65 Jay Reed, the linebacker, get there. A lot of this LSU defense got a piece for that tackle.
And now on 2nd and 14, back to the pistol set. Wyatt up the middle, and he's going to get those yards he lost back, and that'll be it. 3rd and 10 coming up.
And A.J. Zachary made first contact. He didn't finish the tackle, but he started the wall that closed down the run.
Miami 0 of 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down. Need 10 yards to keep this one alive. And Gibson will not find it. A.J. Zachary undercuts the throw at the last moment, knocks it away.
A.J. Zachary, he's not a one type of play. You know, we talk about run filling safeties. We talk about coverage safeties. He's doing both early tonight, and it's making a huge impact early on.
And LSU going to get the football back here, still up 4 as Chip Lucky returns that out to about the 25-yard line. So both offenses have had some moments. Both defenses have made some plays. So we'll see who steps up here. Late first quarter, 1:05 to play here in first quarter in Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This one thrown underneath. Carter has it complete to Johan Donnie, 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1.
That's a great tackle by Avery James. The safety made that tackle right before the sticks, giving him a chance to still hold him.
I formation. Johnson, the deep back. They're going to slide their tight end in motion. Left to right, set him up on the wing. Johnson's got it right between the tackles. Breaking tackles across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Andre Johnson with a hard-earned 7 yards.
I did not expect that to go for 7. I saw 1, I saw 2, I saw 3 Miami defenders and thought 185-pound Andre was going down.
And now on 1st and 10, Carter swings it back across field, and he finds Marco Wallace, gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Great conservative throw. Hey, you're open. Let's just get it to you.
And this could be the last play of quarter number 1. Fired across the middle, and it is incomplete, so we will have one more play.
One more play. Huge play for both sides of the ball. Miami needs to get off the field here. LSU needs to stay on the field.
2-by-2 look, shotgun set. Johnson offset to Carter's right, and Carter going to throw this to the left side, complete to Wallace, out of bounds. Pick up a 7 and a 1st down.
I'm going to slide in a quick Trits update for you. Brian McGarry gets a 6-yard touchdown. Michigan cuts the lead 14-7, 106 in the first.
And that'll do it for our first quarter. 7-3 LSU on top. Come on back. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. And welcome back inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami Gardens, Florida. Nate Murphy and Caleb Allen with you. Quarter number 2 getting set to start up. Cobra Carter taking another shot downfield, but this one into the bench and incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
I think Cobra Carter just wanted to get an incompletion there. Why risk a turnover? Why risk a sack? Just live to see a good 2nd down.
So 2nd and 10. Carter fires this one quickly near side, and Mikey Fasaro, great job keeping the foot down inbounds to pick up the 1st down. And the booth going to whistle down. They want to take another look at this.
Let's see here. And ooh, it's close.
That's awfully close. And this is actually a coach's challenge, so Miami could lose a timeout here.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it looked good, but his foot leaves the ground as it hits his hands.
And they are going to call it a catch. So the play stands. Miami will lose one of their 3 timeouts. We'll see if that comes into play later in this first half. But as it stands, 1st and 10 LSU, they're going to go right back up the middle with Andre Johnson, and the big hog mollies up front help him out with 6 yards.
I think someone forgot to tell Andre Johnson he is not a big back because he runs like he's a big back.
Running well between the tackles here early on. 2nd and 4. He's got it again on the draw play. Excuse me, this is Chip Lucky, the other running back, and he's going to lose some. Riley Galloway with the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Just instantly got in there. Offensive lineman missed the assignment. No block. Big trouble.
So 3rd and 8. Look for Carter to go back to the air here on 3rd down. They're going to try and set up the screen. They've got it underneath. It is Johnson, and he will be short of the 1st down marker, but LSU may have gotten themselves into field goal range.
They might have, but they're not going to go for the field goal.
Who cares if they're in field goal range or not? So it's 4th and 2, just outside of the 25-yard line. Carter, quick throw, 1st down for LSU as Fasaro with the 4-yard reception.
That is a ballsy call. You have a freshman quarterback against Miami, and you say, stay out there, champ. Love it.
And he pays off the confidence of the coaching staff with the 1st down. And now on 1st and 10 inside the 25, they're going to another quick throw, this time to the far side. It's Devon Oliver bouncing off defenders for our first Tony 10 of the night.
And that's a great catch. Great run. Got upfield directly out of that out route. Just get every yard you can. Almost got that first.
So 2nd and inches. Carter going to look to throw again. Fires this one. Nice curl route. Got an open receiver to the goal line. Into the end zone. And that is a Tiger touchdown.
And that is great fight from Lewis Faircloth. He had a defender on his back after he caught that ball on the 4-yard line. And he's like, I need to get there. I need to get there to build momentum for my team. And he did just that.
Excellent job. And while we get the extra point, well, they're going to take a look at this. So while they look at that, Caleb, why don't we go ahead and give them that Twitch update?
Tom Moreau has a 3-yard rushing touchdown, giving Colorado a chance to extend their lead to 21-7 over Michigan. 7:29 left in the second quarter.
And as we take another look at this one, I'm not sure like he ever got that ball to the goal line. So great effort, but we'll see what the refs think.
I think a ball short.
And it will come back just outside of the goal line. The call reversed. It is 1st and goal, however, just inside the 1. So you've got Johnson in the backfield looking for his first rushing touchdown. He's got it easily into the end zone. So just one play later, LSU does get that 13-3 lead with the extra point coming their way from Nicky Boots.
And it's a great job by Andre Johnson to still find that hole. It was designed there, but you still have to get in that gap to get your first career touchdown. Congrats, young man.
And he walks that one in to the end zone, and he won't forget that one against the number 5 Miami Hurricanes in their home building. 14-3 right now, LSU on top. 7 minutes or so here left in the first half as we start ticking down towards 7 minutes. Archer with 23-yard return, and now Kyle Gibson in this offense find themselves in a 2-score hole. Caleb, got to get something going.
And I think that something's name is Santana Work. He hasn't gotten a target yet.
And they go right down the seam, and it's not Warwick, but it is a big playmaker in Devin Yost, his second catch of the ball game, and that one was just ripped right down the hash marks.
Beat his corner off the line, and credit to Gibson. He saw it and he just let it rip, knowing if it gets near Yost, it's coming down with Yost.
And so now 1st and 10 quickly over the 45 to the 46-yard line are the Hurricanes. And now they get it over to Warwick on a little wide receiver, we'll call it a hit. I don't know if it was really a screen. It was a little pop pass, and Warwick back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
All he could get, all the real estate. LSU did a great job on the screen, closing down real estate. Warwick couldn't let that speed play come into play.
2 in the backfield, and they'll give this to Wyatt, and he'll pick up 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6 right around midfield.
There's a great job by Billy Davis cleaning that up. His teammates were clinging on to Yost. He just finished it.
Ball at the midfield stripe, and that one ripped down the numbers again, and a big play for the Hurricanes, breaking a tackle, and Princeton Rhodes gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Miami.
Great job by Princeton Rhodes. The sophomore had a chance to make a big play, broke one. Claude Felter ended up getting there to stop a touchdown, but Miami's getting momentum they didn't have beforehand.
And this is the drive that the Hurricane offense needed to put together. Now, they'd love to finish it with 6, not 3. Motion man wide to the left side. Dumped underneath. That is complete. It's Warwick who hauls it in, and that is a Hurricane touchdown.
Great route here from Warwick. As you see, he runs a nice, simple slant route, and it gets him wide open. His speed is dangerous when you give him a chance just to hit the gas. That man is 6'4", all gas, no brakes.
Did a good job getting to the inside, and Gibson almost missed him on that one, almost let him a little too far. But the great hands of Santana Warwick able to reach out, haul it in, and Miami gets their first touchdown of season 25. With 5:53 to go in the first half, LSU now on top, 14-10. And their offense on their way back out. They've had some success moving the ball. So if you're this Miami defense, Caleb, what are you changing up here late in this first half to try and cause some problems for the freshman Cobra Carter?
Step up on 3rd down. When I talked to Nick Larson earlier, he said the biggest thing was win 3rd downs. That's what LSU's done on both sides of the ball. Miami needs to respond to that.
And now Carter on first down, looking for a big play. Nothing there. Good coverage from that Miami secondary, forced the throwaway.
Great pressure. Just make this quarterback feel uncomfortable. He's still young. He's not used to feeling all this pressure. Get him uncomfortable.
2nd and 10, shotgun set. Johnson in the backfield with Carter, and Carter's looking and throws that one underneath, complete. And that's Faircloth again coming back to catch that one. It'll be 3rd and inches for the Tigers.
Jamel Brown in coverage. Great job holding him at 3rd and inches, letting you have a chance to win 3rd down.
Play fake here. Carter floats that one to the sideline and over everybody. Just threw that one away on 3rd and inches. I think they wanted to take a shot downfield, but nothing was there.
Nothing was there. Miami did a great job of not just covering, but getting home. Something Yost really wanted to do today on the defense was get home to the quarterback and win the line of scrimmage on defense.
And now they're going to get some decent field position as Max Archer works his way upfield for 14 yards, getting them to their own 40 here to start this drive. Give them a 39-yard line, actually. 1st and 10 with 5:11 to go in the half. Gibson in the pistol here. He's going to turn, hand this to Wyatt, and Wyatt will plow his way over the 40 to the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Wyatt feels like one of those running backs who chases contact. He thrives off of it because he found the nearest body and was just pushing until he couldn't push no more.
2 in the backfield here for Gibson, and he's going to dump this underneath the Warwick. And Warwick was a broken tackle away from 6 points, but he was tripped up by the shoestrings.
I took a deep breath there because if Warwick gets even an inch of open field, you can kiss him goodbye.
And now on 1st and 10. Just across midfield, and the Hurricanes looking for more. Downfield, open receiver, and that is complete. Caught along the sideline by Cameron Long, and another Miami 1st down.
That's a great way to beat the press. They were playing soft zone coverage with LSU, and you just ran the right route to beat zone coverage. Great job by this Miami offense.
And Gibson starting to get into a bit of a rhythm. He's getting comfortable with his receivers and taking some shots downfield here in the last couple of drives. And now he'll go read option, keep this one, trying to catch the edge, breaks the tackle, got a block, gets to the 10, and he lowers the shoulder, gets it down to the 10-yard line, 2nd and 2.
That one has to hurt. You had him. You had him for a loss. Instead, it becomes a 8-yard gain.
And Clodfelter had to make the tackle downfield. This one ripped to the back of the end zone. Cameron Long finishes the drive. That is a Miami touchdown.
Kyle Gibson threw his pick and came back with revenge. That was an absolute laser showing off his outstanding arm talent. There wasn't much space there to make that throw and give your receiver a chance. He put that exactly where he needed to.
Yeah, Jeff Santiago actually had pretty decent coverage. If he got the head around, maybe he's able to get a hand up and at least make that a more difficult catch. But he never was able to get the head turned around. The ball got there too quick. And just like that, Miami back-to-back drives, 14 unanswered points, and they have a 17-14 lead over LSU with 4:04 to go here in the first half. And now it's answer time for the LSU offense. Now their freshman has to get back out there and respond again.
And I think they just need to go back to the quick pass game. That's what really worked for LSU those first 2 scoring drives, because they got the ball out quick and limited the impact Miami's defense can do.
3 receivers and a tight end for Carter. He's going to look downfield and come back underneath once again. And that has been the open route so far. Lewis Faircloth, curl route for 10 and a 1st down.
Lewis needs to hold a camp in the summer of how to run a curl route because it's always open.
And now on 1st down. No. All right, apologize. Some technical difficulties there. As we are now back with you guys. Miami getting the football back here after the LSU punt. And we're back with you now. We had a little issue with our setup up here, but 1st and 10 now, Miami with the football. And they will give this, or they'll go play action here and come across the middle. It's Devin Yost. Good throw by Gibson again for 1st down yardage.
And that's a great tackle by A.J. Zachary again. Yost across the middle, got punished for coming across the middle.
Now 1st down ball on the 43-yard line. Gibson standing tall, has time, finally starting to lose time in the pocket. And this one well placed again, Princeton Rhodes. He's back there. There was 5 players around there, including Princeton Rhodes, and he's the one that comes down with it for the big play.
That's great. A great job by Kyle Gibson. A great adjustment by Princeton Rhodes. His original route wasn't open. He adjusted. Gibson saw it and ignored the fact he had a D lineman coming for him to deliver a dot.
And so now 4 receivers for Gibson, and they'll go bubble screen, and oh boy, his receiver, I don't think he ever actually saw the football. That ball got there too fast.
I think so. It was out ahead. He was trying to get his receiver to start to run upfield and not have to catch then run, and it just didn't work out.
So 2nd and 10, this one thrown to the sideline, and 2 receivers in the same area again, something that Miami's gonna have to work on going forward, but Rhodes comes up with another catch.
Rhodes is having himself a night early on. A few catches, almost 100 yards.
And we'll see if they look to him here on 3rd and 5. Gibson comes underneath. Instead, it's Warwick, and Warwick plows his way inside the 10. It's 1st and goal, Miami.
It's a great open field tackle by Marcus Sandoval. There's a decent height difference between the two, just about 8 inches of height alone. And that's not talking about the weight. But Sandoval was not scared to drive Warwick out of bounds.
So 1st and goal, ball sitting about the 7-yard line here for the Hurricanes. 3 receivers near side. They will throw it that direction towards the corner, and it is going to be caught, I believe. No, I think they're going to rule that one out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down.
Good thought process, just a little too far outside to get it to make a play out of it.
Pistol set. They're going to hand this off to Wyatt, and he goes nowhere. He's going to lose a yard thanks to Bear Watkins.
Great play by Bear Watkins. But over on Tritz, Tom Moreau gets another touchdown, this one for 10 yards. Colorado extends the lead 31-10, 1:42 left in the second.
And Colorado trying to run away with that one on Twitch. Miami looking to extend their lead here, and it's fired into the end zone. CJ Henderson makes the catch, and that is a Hurricane touchdown.
Great way to hold on to it. He knew as soon as he was going to catch it, the defender behind him was going to make contact. But he also knew as long as he caught it, he was going to get 7. Caught it, held on to it like it was everything, and got Miami another score.
So the extra point on its way from Boots, and it is good. 1:33 to go in the second quarter. Miami 24, LSU 14. A 2-score game. And again, we talk about this a lot. You get into these 2-score ball games, these 2-score situations. A lot of football left to play, Caleb, but these are some situations that, especially late in the half, if you're LSU, you've got to get at least 3 here to break up some of this momentum and make sure Miami can't stretch this out and get too far ahead of you.
Absolutely, and Billy Davis did you a good job getting you 23 yards on the return. But this feels extra pressure because you get ball at half too if you're LSU. If you go and get a score here, it's a 1-possession game, and you're getting ball at the end to start the third quarter. It's huge.
Chance to potentially double up if they run the clock right, and Johnson will work his way for 3 yards out on the draw play, and they'll use a timeout.
You know, I would think he was a 200-pound bruiser, not a 185 speed back.
And the way he's breaking tackles tonight, we're going to have to rethink the way we think about him. And Andre Johnson picks up 10 on that catch out of the backfield and a 1st down.
That was a great tackle by Joe Cano. Made the open field tackle on a guy who's not been easy to tackle.
First and 10, clock ticking down towards a minute to go in the half. Throw near side, and Carter has Pissarro for 4 before he steps out of bounds.
I love that quick throw, get 4, second and medium, and stop the clock. It was a total win all across the board.
And you still have 2 timeouts to work with, 1:08 in the half. Tight end in motion left to right. And Carter straight drop back, 7 steps and looking, comes near side. A little miscommunication with where he thought his tight end was going to be. It'll be 3rd and 6.
I thought Riley Galloway was going to knock that ball out of the air before it even had a chance to get past him. Big fella jumped.
Just missed it too, so we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that as we go. That could cause some problems for Carter. And they go screenplay, trying to get Johnson into the open field to use that speed, but it is shut down. Miami will use one of their 2 timeouts, and they're going to get a chance late in the half to put more points on the board.
And that was a great open field tackle by the freshman quarterback, Jamel Brown. He read the screen, he knew the situation, and you get the ball back for your offense.
And now Max Archer right up the middle of the field for 14. And if you're Miami, you only have 1 timeout left because of the missed challenge earlier in a 10-point game. I don't know how aggressive you want to be with a freshman quarterback here, trying to put points on the board late, because you do not want to risk a turnover.
My answer is you have Santana work.
And we'll see if they go that way. He has become a big playmaker here in the second quarter, and they go right down the middle of the field. It's Devin Yost. He's your other big playmaker, and he's got 23.
The gravity Ward gives makes Yost go unnoticed, and he's one of the best receivers in this league too.
And now Gibson off the back foot. He's got Warwick this time along the sideline and out of bounds. Nice play there for 15 and another first down.
Gibson has figured it out. You have Yost, you have Warwick, you have opportunities to make plays because your receivers are going to get open. Because not just are they going to get attention to get long in roads open, if they're left one-on-one, they're 2 of the toughest guys to cover.
And we'll see. LSU's going to pick their poison down here near the red zone. We'll see what they do. 3-man rush and nearly intercepted. A good job jumping that route, but it gets to Yost and he picks up 8.
And that was a great play by Billy Davis, just trying to get there just a second too late.
Now they'll go 2-by-2 and a pistol set here. Gibson looking underneath. It's Wyatt. He's down to the 6, 1st and goal.
Great job by Gibson just to find the quick throw. Hey, we got points. Let's not risk the points away.
Still 20 seconds. Clock now running. And looks like they're going to take a little bit of time here to catch their breath. Go across the middle, and Wyatt had a touchdown and couldn't hang on to the football.
I think Wyatt got a little too worried about where he was on the field. He didn't know if he was across the goal line at the 2 and tried to get upfield instead of catching the ball first.
Now Archer in the backfield. Gibson looking, has time, near side, wide open, Princeton Rhodes, and that is a Miami touchdown.
Rhodes is having himself a first half. I'm not mistaken, that should get him to about 97 yards in a touchdown in the first half of his sophomore season debut. Have yourself a first half, Rhodes.
And this Miami offense has exploded here in the second quarter. 8 seconds to play in the half. 31-14. Miami is now on top of LSU. So if you're the Tigers, you're hoping for a big return here. Instead, they'll take the knee. They'll get it at the 25. And now you might just be thinking, let's go make some halftime adjustments.
I'm interested to see how aggressively they want to play here. They're down 17. They might want to try to take a shot. They might just hand the ball off and let Johnson cook.
Now they will hand it to Johnson, and he gets cooked, but he'll pick up 5, and they'll take a timeout.
Yeah, Avery James did not like that run attempt in the half.
Well, now LSU's going to take their shot downfield, see if they can get somebody behind the defense. Carter ran into his own offensive lineman. That ball comes out wobbling like a dead duck, and it will eventually hit the turf. And Miami, like I said, exploding here in the second half to take a 17-point lead into the locker room, 31-14 over LSU. And Caleb, we had a very interesting first half.
It felt like the tale of 2 quarters, honestly. LSU dominated that first quarter. They were doing whatever they wanted. Felt like on both sides of the ball, and it came on third downs. Once Miami got that momentum, they said, hey, this is what we're good at. that's when they really start to explode. And that's when you saw Warwick, you saw Yost, you saw Rhodes, all these guys get involved because LSU's so focused on the combo of Yost and Warwick that all these other dogs are getting to eat. And which is why we're seeing such a huge game from Rhodes.
So if you're LSU, you're here in the locker room, you're down 17, but at one point you had an 11-point lead at 14-3. What are you telling your guys? How are you getting them back into this football game in the second half? You get the ball to start the second half. So what are you telling them to get them motivated and get them going?
Don't get ahead of yourselves, right? Felt like 14-3. They almost let off the gas a bit on defense, and that's when Miami got momentum. You can't worry about what you need to tie this game, to take the lead. You need to focus about this next drive and winning that next drive.
Well, they will receive the kickoff here, fielded at the 2. Coming out across the 20 to the 25, weaving his way upfield and fighting forward for some extra yards is Billy Davis. 31 yards and decent starting field position here for Cobra Carter and this Tiger offense at their own 33-yard line. They'll go I formation, 2 receivers near side, and they will hand it off to Andre Johnson, and he is fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He barely just got back there. I believe it was Johnny Butkus who made first contact there.
Linebacker stepping up and making the play at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, 2-by-2 look, draw play. Johnson trying to find open field, stumbles forward and will wind up with 9 to make this a very manageable 3rd and 1.
And that was a good job by Zan Wolf stepping up to make that tackle. It was almost a Andre Johnson in an open field situation, and Zan Wolf said, nah.
Single back is Johnson behind Carter. Tight end in motion. They're going to throw it here on 3rd and 1. Floated near side, complete first down as they find Fasaro for 4.
And that was a great throw. That was just great situational football. You only need a few yards, run around to get you those few yards.
And you see the first down situation. LSU has moved the football, just not recently. Johnson breaking a couple of tackles, and he's finding the edge. And once he gets into open field, you saw the acceleration start to kick in, and he'll pick up 7.
You know, that stiff arm felt like the get out of the club kind of stiff arm. Just get out of my way.
And now at 2nd down and 3. He will take a break. They'll get Chip Lucky out there. They'll throw it, though, on 2nd down, and that is completed for a first down. Marco Wallace for 12, and the Tigers have something going here.
I wonder how much they practice stiff arms over at LSU, because all of these look vicious from all the LSU players.
I don't know that they practice stiff arms or they just head to the bar and get into some fights and practice the left hooks. As this one complete across the middle. Fasaro again, 2nd down and 1.
We're seeing all these different plays come into play now. Not just one guy. It's who can get involved and who gets open.
And now under center, draw play. Johnson with it. First down as he almost slipped the tackle. It does pick up 5 and moves the chains.
Terrell Thompson was able to eventually bring him down, but after going on a carnival ride with Andre Johnson.
And now a couple of tight ends, one back in the backfield. It's Lucky. He picks up the blitz, and this one dumped underneath. Broken tackle again. It's Dior Walker this time running over a defender and picking up 9.
Dior had 2 options, go around him or go through him. He does not like going around people. He has shown that tonight.
And he does a great job running right through Jess Phillips. The sophomore corner took the brunt of that contact. 9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1 coming up just outside of the 10-yard line at the 12. Quick 2-step drop thrown into the flat, complete. And Marco Wallace, and he won't win that battle as he'll get it down to close to the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and inches.
And it was a great open field tackle by Devin Yost. The generational talent read the play, saw the throw, and said, I don't want you to get a first on my side of the field.
And now 3rd and inches. Heavy set in, single back, but they will throw it again. Carter looking, has time, steps up, had the first down yardage. Instead, will flip it into the end zone where it's knocked down. It'll be 4th and inches.
Avery James was so close to that. But that's one you just got to keep. I get you're scared. Your safe spots, you're throwing your arm. Get the first down, live to get 3 more downs.
Oh yeah, if he just continues to run, he's got the first down guaranteed, and there's a lot of room in front of him. Instead, it is a field goal from Nicky Boots, and with 6:03 to go, 31-17 now, Miami on top of LSU. So your offense, Caleb, gets downfield, gets points. Wasn't the touchdown they hoped for, but they get it back to within 2 possessions. Now your defense, what do they got to do to lock in and get them the football back?
It's a dangerous game, but it feels like a lot of this defensive problems come from the fact you're so worried about the great receivers of Yost and Borg. You have to trust your DBs to cover them.
And now Gibson will keep it on the read option and wiggle his way out to about the 25-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
And that's a great read by Gibson. He saw the defensive end twitch and said, okay, that's enough. I'm going to go get my 6.
Mingo with the stop, 6 yards downfield, and 2nd down coming up. Turn, hand it to Wyatt. He's got the first down and more out across the 30 to the 31.
The defensive lineman tag team for that one. Xavier Pope got first contact. Ray Gonsin finished that contact.
And now on 1st down, Gibson looking. He'll come near side, and that one was dropped or deflected by Cletus Clodfelter. He read that the whole way and jumped it.
Clodfelter almost came up with what would have been one of the biggest game-changing plays of this game.
So 2nd and 10 now. And this is Wyatt up the middle. He takes a big hit, but does pick up 7 to make this a very manageable 3rd and 3.
Jet Mingo played sacrificial lamb there. He gave up his body knowing Wyatt wouldn't go down on first contact and said, I'll be the first contact to get this tackle.
And then I believe it was Billy Davis that came flying up out of the secondary and put the last hit on him, but 3rd and 3. Gibson looking near side. It is caught, but coming back to the football was CJ Henderson, and he never got back to the marker. It'll be 4th down.
And I like this call of a punt. You don't want to give them the ball in this good of field position just in case you fall short. Plus, your defense has been great as of recent. You have to trust them.
And it looks like LSU's going to have some decent field position, though. Lucky weaves his way upfield for 11, gets it out across the 30. So you've done what you've needed to early in this half if you're LSU. Points on drive 1, get a stop on Miami's first offensive possession. And now Cobra Carter back out there, a chance to cut into this lead. They'll go draw play with Johnson, and he's bounced back, and he'll get nothing, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And that's just great open field tackling. They closed off the run lane. They wanted to go up the middle, and the linebacker coach just said, no, you're not coming this way. I'm sorry.
Brian Jenkins with the stop. It'll be 2nd and 10, and they'll go back to Johnson again up the middle, and this time he'll find 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6.
That time it was Kay Moreau reading the play. She just made an outstanding open field tackle to bring down that play early.
3rd and 6, 4 receivers in the pattern here, and Carter looking, fires near side, had a receiver, overshot him, might have got a little too amped up there on 3rd down, and LSU gonna have to punt it away.
Got a little too happy, saw an opportunity to let the cannon loose and just couldn't control that cannon of an arm.
And now LSU punting it back to Miami here, fielded at the 26-yard line, and some room upfield for Max Archer out to about the 35 or 36. We'll see where they mark him down. And now the Miami offense forced to punt on the last drive, but again, you're working with a 14-point lead. You've got some confidence with your freshman quarterback now. He's gotten into a rhythm. Feel like you can kind of open the playbook up here the rest of the way and just kind of let it fly.
I think that's the best route for this offense. Prove you trust him. You're up 2 scores. 2 scores is not a safe lead in any football game.
And they will go draw play here with Wyatt, and Wyatt hit and dropped quickly. Reagan Sin with the stop. I'm looking at the wrong 99. Reagan Sin gets that stop at the line of scrimmage.
And Sin did a great job just getting off of the defender. He said, get out of the offensive player.
And now Wyatt again with the carry. This time he'll get a yard before he's wrapped up by a couple of Tiger defenders. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And that's great tackling by AJ Zachary, a dude who's been all over the run game. So Miami needs this 3rd down.
3rd and 9, and you're right. They don't want to have to punt on a 3 and out again to start the half. They'll go screen to Wyatt. He's got the first down yardage and more inside the 45, breaks a tackle, and finally bumped out of bounds at the 36-yard line of LSU. Big play on the screen for Bo Wyatt.
And it was just unfortunate timing for LSU. They wanted to bring pressure. Miami wanted the screen. But it's outstanding effort from Billy Davis. This play had big touchdown potential, but Billy Davis ran him down and made him stumble enough where the rest of the defense could close that gap.
So ball marked at the 36, 1st and 10. Now you got Archer, the deep back. He's going to get it on the draw, and he is going to get swallowed up and dropped in the backfield as White comes across the outside and makes a big play.
Great play by White. Got by the left tackle and just found ball. Great awareness.
2nd down and 12. Archer still the deep back here. And Gibson will hand it to him, and he's got room this time, and he's finding his way down near the 30 to the 31 on a carry and pick up a 6.
That was a great run. Billy Davis eventually brought him down, limiting the damage.
3rd and 6 coming up. Big play here for the LSU defense. Gibson looking, has time, fires far side into traffic, intercepted, and now is there enough space, and does anybody on Miami have the wheels to catch him to the 30, the 20? Culater, that is a Tiger touchdown.
Jones saw it. Jones saw the ball float. He was going back to that curl route that has done LSU so well. And when you practice with Faircloth, you know how to defend the curl route, and he jumped it beautifully.
And Jamani jumped it and got it back to the house. Big play for the LSU defense. 31-24, 2:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. And now Miami has to come up with another answer as they're going to start this one backed up here off the clipping call. We were just talking, you let it fly because you've got confidence in the freshman. Caleb, does that decision, there were 3 Tiger defenders over there, does that change your mind about how you run your offense the rest of the way?
I don't think you can make it obvious it does. You have to be a little more conservative, but you can't let it fully affect how you call this game.
Now they'll go to Archer on the very next play, and he powers his way forward. Contacted about 5 yards downfield, winds up with 11 and a 1st down.
And he just dragged Jay Reed for 10 yards. Jay Reed got there instantly, and he said, "Come with me, friend. I'm going to take you on a journey."
Miami picked up their 21st 1st down on that play. And now Gibson will turn and hand this one off, and I believe that is a walk-on Christian Chambers, and he picks up 9 on that carry to set up a 2nd and 1.
Jet Mingo with the good tackle to stop the first, but it gives Miami options here on 2nd and 1.
Shotgun set, 2-by-2 look. Play fake here, and Gibson looking near side. Open receiver is Yost, and as he tried to turn that one upfield, he steps out of bounds, but does pick up the 1st down.
Big 1st down pickup. Big completion for Gibson to complete your 1st run after you throw an interception.
1st and 10, pistol set. This is Wyatt trying to find some room around the right side, and he'll wind up with 5 to set up a 2nd and 5.
That's a strong run by Wyatt. This run game is coming alive as the game goes on.
Jay Reed comes up with that stop. It'll be 2nd down here. 3 receivers top of the screen. They're going to go bubble to that side, and that is Devin Yost for 9, and he was close to getting into the open field.
He was, but A.J. Zachary, great open field tackler. We've seen it all night. Stops Yost before he can get to that open field.
1st and 10, pistol set. Wyatt the deep back. They're going to go read option. Gibson looking for some room. And Billy Davis out of the secondary like he was shot out of a cannon.
He's seen this option game too many times. Saw Gibson looking and said, "I know what this is. I'm going to come fill in for my D end."
And it makes a big hit. Limited that to a 2-yard gain. So 2nd down and 8, ball at the Tiger 46-yard line. 2-by-2 look, pistol set. Yost the deep back. Gibson bouncing off of 1 defender. Should have lost about 5 yards right there and winds up gaining 5 instead. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Jay Reed makes a huge tackle to stop them, hold them short of a 1st down.
3rd and 3. Will they get another snap off? They will not. So we have come to the end of quarter number 3 here in Miami. Throw the 4s up in chat. We've got a great finish coming. It's 31-24, and you're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. And welcome back inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami Gardens. Nate Murphy and Caleb Allen set to bring you at least one more quarter of football. Do we have anything after that? We'll have to find out. This one thrown to Yost Archer out of the backfield, and he's going to pick up the quick Miami first down.
Good catch and one, but quickly over on YouTube, 7-yard touchdown by the walk-on running back, Andre Curtis, as Colorado extends the lead to 44-13 at the start of the 4th quarter.
And Wyatt on the draw, can't find any room here. Bear Watkins with the stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by Watkins, shed the block, limit the damage. Miami's in field goal range. You can't let them score anything other than a field goal.
And this is Wyatt, bounces it to the outside, inside the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. Bo Wyatt for a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 5.
That was Cletus Claude Felter on the tackle. Oh my Lord, I can't speak in this 4th quarter.
Hey, it's getting late. Get the tang tangled every once in a while. You'll have that. Welcome to the booth. Get used to it. As this one is caught by Yost and winds up wide open downfield, and it'll be 1st and goal Miami.
That's the catch that gets Yost over the century marker, and he had all the space, leaving his DB in the dust. But Billy Davis with a touchdown-saving tackle.
And now probably the 3 biggest plays coming up for the LSU defense if they can keep Miami out of the end zone, limit the damage. Gibson looking across the middle. That one was caught long, was across the goal line, and that is a Miami touchdown.
That's a great job holding on to it. I talked about, if you're in the end zone and catch it, all you got to do is hold on to it. And he understood the assignment there and just held on tight.
And yeah, all you got to do is break the plane of the goal line long, did that. Forward momentum gives them the 6, and Miami extends the lead with the extra point here to 38-24. 14-point ball game, 7:51 to go. Still plenty of time left, but you need 2 scores. You need to make sure you get the football back. You're starting to run out of possessions if you're LSU, so you need to make sure that you get some things downfield, and you got to get one in the end zone here. This is probably a must-score drive.
It definitely is, and I think there's a name you need to see get involved here, and that's Johan Donnie. We've seen him have a catch here and there. We haven't seen him really in the second half. Let your young playmaker make a play.
And we'll see if the freshman Cobra Carter can get his playmakers the ball. That one was on target but dropped. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Just try to turn upfield too quickly. You have to catch the ball to gain yards. That's the biggest thing.
Now under center, Johnson, the lone back, tight end in motion, left to right. Quick 3-step drop, fired across the middle, and that is complete. And that's Faircloth again, 16 more yards, and Lewis Faircloth now over the century mark on the ball game.
He's the guy we need to see a lot in this 4th quarter for LSU. He's your most reliable set of hands. You need to go play your offense through him.
Zane Wolf with the stop, and we've seen Faircloth make the big play downfield, but he's been reliable in that 10 to 15 yard range as well. So we'll see if they continue to use him to just work it downfield. They'll fake the draw and rip this one across the middle. It's Fasaro. He's had a pretty decent night as well. 6 catches, 45 yards. That one good for a first.
Great catch. Jarrell Thompson limits him from getting anything upfield, though, quickly making that tackle.
But LSU has quickly got the ball to the midfield stripe here. 1st and 10, 7:20 and counting in the ball game. Read option. Carter stood up in the backfield. Great open field play by Devin Yost.
I say, in big moments, you look towards your big playmakers. No one on this defense for Miami is as big of a playmaker as Yost when he's in the game on this side of the ball.
And so we'll see now Can LSU, with some youngsters on this offense, step up and grow up in a big moment? It's Carter trying to get it around the outside. He can't get it around Brian Jenkins, and it'll be 3rd and 13.
Great open field tackle by the big fella. He saw the quarterback try to run, and he said, "No, sir, I have you in my grip."
So 3rd and long. Carter checking some things at the line of scrimmage. And he'll throw this off the back foot. It is complete as Fasaro gets 6, 4th and 7. I think it's go time here for LSU.
I think it absolutely is, but that's a great throw. You're off your back foot, and you still got the arm power to get it there.
1 of 1 here in the ball game on 4th down. Nearly got some free yards. Instead, blitz incoming, and Cobra Carter cannot get away. The Miami defense comes up with the big sack and the turnover on downs.
Bill Cruz is going to get credit for that sack. Brian Jenkins made that sack possible with the initial pressure. But now over on YouTube, we have another touchdown from Colorado. LC Fremont scores again to get them up 51-13. 6:35 left in the 4th.
So Colorado has run away with that one. LSU kept Miami from running away with this one, but they need the ball back. Wyatt broke one tackle, but Billy Davis again comes headhunting out of the secondary and makes the play in the backfield.
These safeties have been such an important part of this run defense. Feels like every time they run the ball, it's one of those safeties making the tackle.
2nd down and 12 here for Miami. Ball on the LSU side of midfield. And Gibson just uncorks that one into the Miami bench. Big stop here if LSU can get it on 3rd down.
This would be massive after what just happened on LSU's last offensive drive to get off the field.
3rd and 12. Can Miami at least get themselves in a position to maybe go for it? And they could have been, but the ball is dropped. LSU forces a 3 and out, and with 6:04 to go, Caleb, LSU still has some life.
Rhodes just got a little too excited there. He got the ball. He wanted to make a big play. He just forgot to bring the ball with him.
Punt now away, and it'll hit at the 3 and bounce through the end zone. So no for the Brand. LSU's got 80 yards to go to cut the lead in half. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the ball game. So we'll see how the young freshman Cobra Carter handles the pressure here against this tough Miami defense. Quick throw across the middle and a catch and run from Lewis Faircloth. 15 more yards and a 1st down.
If LSU wants to win this game, Lewis Faircloth needs to get elapsed to 10 catch total for them to have a chance.
And Faircloth, a nice pickup there on that one. Gets them out to the 35 as we tick down to 5:45 on a moving 4th quarter clock here. LSU down 14, needs some big plays quickly, and Johnson picks up 4 on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
And I like that run call. It's still 6 minutes left in this quarter, pretty much 5.5 now. But Avery James came up and made a huge tackle to limit that run.
Now they'll go heavy set, 2 tight ends in the formation. They'll throw out of it, and off the back foot as Carter this time can't get it to his receiver. Terrell Thompson knocks it down.
And that was a great defensive play by Thompson. As Faircloth was right next to him, he said, "You're not getting this ball now."
So now on 3rd and 6. We're going to try and set up the screen. Johnson in some open field, got the block. Oh, he needs to cut that to the inside, and he's got plenty of room to work. Now it's 4th and 2.
Yeah, if he gets out on the inside, that's a 1st down. That's a big run. That's a big gainer. That's at least a 50. Just wrong read at the wrong time.
4th and 2. Play of the game here for the LSU offense, trying to keep their hopes alive. Draw play. Johnson bounces off of 1, cannot get away from the rest of the Hurricane defense. And for the 2nd consecutive drive, the Tigers will turn it over on downs around their own 45-yard line.
The big Johnny Butkus finished that tackle. Bill Cruz set Johnny Butkus up by not letting Johnson be able to just run right upfield.
So 1st and 10, exactly 5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Gibson, and that one is dropped. So the freshman has put his last 2 throws right where they needed to be and unable to hold on with the receivers.
Just gotta hold on to it. You need to know the situation. Hold on to it. Just get down.
And now they go to Wyatt up the middle. He'll plow his way down to the 40, gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Jet Mingo, the free safety, came up for that tackle, the freshman.
His 9th, so he's been sideline to sideline, basically goal line to goal line all night long. And now on 3rd and 8, Gibson, he's taking a shot. He wants to end it here, and he might have just done it as he finds Warwick wide open, and that is a Hurricane touchdown.
Warwick is scary because it feels like if he takes 10 steps upfield, it's going to be hard to stop him, especially if you don't have over-the-top help, which LSU did not in that situation.
And that one, I know there's still 4.5 to go, but 3-score ball game now at 45-24. The mountain seems nearly impossible to climb here if you're LSU. You're going to have to make some big plays in a hurry. We've seen a couple of them. We've seen Faircloth behind the defense once, but a lot of their plays have been 10 to 15-yard intermediate throws where they've had the most success. I don't know that you've got enough time, Caleb, to continue to work that strategy downfield down 3 scores.
You do if you score within the next minute, and you can get stops fast. But that's the only path they have, is they need to score fast and go 3 and out the rest of the way.
Well, they'll go 2 by 2 here, and they're going to try and set up a screen. Almost got blown up completely. They do get it to Johnson. He gets it back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Thompson read that screen and came up to make that tackle, sneaking behind the offensive lineman so he couldn't even get blocked.
His 6th tackle on the night, and now LSU facing a 2nd and 10 as we tick to 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Carter looking underneath, and again, Johnson was the open receiver, the right read, but you're going to have to start forcing some things downfield.
You will, and it was Thompson again making the tackle. Those two have met twice. Terrell Thompson has won twice on this drive.
So now 3rd and 10. Both throws complete, but nothing to show for them. And LSU just 4 of 13 on the big money down here tonight. And that may be the biggest difference in this ball game. They're going to try and go screenplay again. And it is going to be Chip lucky. And he's lucky to get 2 yards on that one. It'll be 4th and 8.
Joe Cano finishes that play as we see the punt unit come out for LSU.
So the Miami defense does the job, gave LSU absolutely nothing on that drive, and LSU not wanting to give the Miami Hurricanes the ball that deep in their own territory. They will punt this away. Archer does get it across midfield. 3:14 to play in a 3-score ball game, and I believe it's Bo Wyatt time.
I think it is. I think it's also time for these safeties, these linebackers, these D linemen, if you want to keep this game alive, to make a play.
Gibson on the read option, tries to cut it all the way back to the inside and gets away, winds up with 8 yards.
It was big Xavier Pope who made the diving effort to bring down Gibson.
So Kyle Gibson has Miami in a position to run this clock out. Shotgun formation. He's got Wyatt on his left. They'll go back to that read option. Wyatt's got it, 1st down yardage, and he tumbles down to the 37.
Great awareness by Wyatt. He found the hole to get him the 1st down, knowing that's all he had to get there.
AJ Zachary with another tackle, and there you see Miami 26 1st downs on the night. A 27th would effectively end this ball game, and Gibson bouncing off of 1 defender. Nice run on 1st down, picks up 6.
That was great team tackling. I believe Davis, Billy Davis was one who ended up making the final tackle.
And now he's up to double digits on the night as we tick down to 1 minute left in the ball game. Another read option. Gibson looking for the corner, and he'll lean across the 30 down to the 29-yard line, a gain of 1.
It was a great tackle by Cletus Clodfelter, who finished that up, holding him short, which is a victory of itself.
3rd and 3 coming up. And they'll go back to that read option look. Gibson hit and dropped. Plenty of Tiger defenders there. Back to the line of scrimmage, but I believe that should wrap things up as Clodfelter gets another tackle. And we'll see. We saw this last night. a field goal on the last play of the game that actually wound up clanking off the upright and was no good. Does Miami snap it? They will not, with a 21-point lead. They let the clock hit triple zeros, and that'll do it here from Miami. 45-24, your final. Miami getting the victory. Caleb, let's start wrapping up our Wednesday night.
See, if I'm both teams, I feel good. Kyle Gibson looked great for Miami. That is a big confidence boost as he lost Jamison Gold last year. One of the best quarterbacks we've seen in the CFSL. Well, with LSU, maybe not the outcome you wanted. But what you saw in the first quarter was outstanding.
Now they will rebound, and there you see your final score, 45-24, Miami over LSU. With that, I'd like to say thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, executive producer, Mike Peters, and my broadcast partner, Caleb Allen, for tonight's action. On behalf of our entire broadcast crew, I'm Nate Murphy, and you've been watching the CFSL, presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. Another great game and another great night of CFSL action in the books, but come back tomorrow as we close out the first week of season 25. On Twitch, Iowa travels to Norman to take on Oklahoma, and over on YouTube, West Virginia and Ohio State do battle in the Buckeye State. Those kick off at 6:30 Central Time, so make sure you come on back. Good night, everyone, and we will see you later.